Well. Look who's doing an episode alone. This guy. Jem apparently is very, very busy this week, or at least today. And he'll probably listen back to this and be like, unbelievable. I can't do one. I'm busy one day of the week. He's busy the whole week. If he wasn't, if he had other days free, he'd let me know which days he was free. He's not. I am doing a solo episode, which you know what that means. I'm gonna look at the stats of this shitty. I was gonna say these shitty shows I do. Oh shit! I was wondering why something sounded weird. My headphones are on; they're not plugged in. But then I realize it. I don't. So, are you supposed to hear yourself through the headphones when you talk? Like, obviously, I hear him when he talks, but doing a solo show, I don't really have to use my headphones because I've never heard myself through the headphones before. Huh. That's interesting. I never did that. Whatever. How's everyone doing today? I've been watching this World Baseball Classic. I was locked in. Like actually locked in to Italy versus Mexico. And I was telling my girlfriend about it. I thought this was like roughly the fourth World Baseball Classic. This was right now, the one that's going on in 2026, as if like this episode's going to come out 6 years from now. Right, the one that's they're playing right now is the sixth one. I thought this was the fourth, fifth max, but I really thought fourth. It started 20 years ago, but I knew they at first it was every 3 years. Then I forget why, but then it was every 4 years. Then they stopped the one that was supposed to be 2020 because I don't know if you know this, but yeah. So they stopped that one. And then last year, or I'm sorry, 3 years ago, 2023, that was the one where I was actually into. I was like, all right, this is cool. I like this. And then this year I'm I'm into it. I shouldn't say I'm super into it, but I mean, if USA makes it to the final, what is it? What do they call it? Like the finale? You know how like the NBA finals or the NHL final, the World Series, but whatever. If they make it to the championship, I'm gonna be fucking in. Let's fucking go. Let's go. But when USA lost and I had to watch Italy, Mexico, I was like, holy shit, I'm watching Italy, Mexico. It was bleeding into the Knicks game, which honestly was okay because they were getting killed by the Jazz the first quarter anyway. So I was like, oh my God, this game, are you kidding me right now? And then the rest of the game, they destroyed the Jazz. So, I mean, it was a good night. Italy beat Mexico, but the most important thing is the overall outcome that happened with the run differential and the winning and the losing of the teams. USA was able to advance to the next round. I don't know where they'll be once this episode airs, but hopefully they're fucking hopefully they're doing well. I'm into it. I told my girlfriend why I was into it. I was like, one, I just like baseball. Baseball's fun to me. And two, the colors. And she's like, the colors, that's why you're watching this? And I'm like, kinda. I'm a sucker for really colorful uniforms. I like anytime people complain about new uniforms, I gotta admit, 9 times out of 10, I usually like them, especially when they're colorful. A lot of uniforms now do this blackout look with a secondary color. Those are the ones that I'm like, this just looks like every other black uniform. Like the Mets black uniform looks like the Knicks black uniform, which to be fair isn't saying much. They both have the same blue and orange color scheme. But it's like, dude, you put neon green and pink and yellow and orange on your elbow pads and your gloves and your shoes and these freaking arm and knee wraps and these necklaces, and you just have all these freaking players, especially the Spanish countries. They're so fucking they're into. I'm like, this is awesome. This is fucking great. And even the USA colors, cool red, white, and blue popping colors. The Italy color, that blue color. I was like, this is awesome. This is all the logo for the World Baseball Classic's great. And everyone, not everyone, but there's certain teams that are super into it. There's young players that have no shot ever of playing for MLB from other countries, getting chances to strike out or get a hit off an actual major league player. It's freaking cool. It's awesome, man. It's really, really cool. It's, what is this? Oh, that's right. I gotta do that later. All right, I'll do it later. All right, That's probably going to go off multiple times during the show because I'm going to just keep clicking snooze. Yeah, I just like that because it's kind of like, imagine if like some college kids were playing, like college basketball kids were playing some like NBA basketball players. You'd watch it. You'd be like, oh, this is interesting. This is kind of that. And I think that happened, or that used to happen. Like they would have a college team play a professional team, and that just doesn't happen anymore. With one, risk of injury, and two, just the sheer thought of an actual NBA team losing. But this is kind of that. You've got like people who are like basically minor leaguers in a way, because if you're let's just say, I shouldn't say one of them, but if you're a professional English player, like actually playing for England, not the UK, England, chances are you're probably not going to be a professional MLB, American baseball player. But here's your chance. Here's your chance to go 2 for 4. Here's your chance to strike out the side. Like it's really cool. So I've been into that. And this is definitely the like second year I'm like into it. I do remember when Cano won the MVP years ago. I fucking he was my favorite player for so long, until even when he left the Yankees, I kept looking at his stats religiously when he was on Seattle, and I'm like, all right, he still got over 300 average, that's cool. And then he just started, and then the drug stuff came out, and it sucks because that was one of the coolest players I ever saw in my entire life. He was going to be in the Hall of Fame. He probably was never going to get like the round, like he was never going to get like 500 home runs, and actually, he might. I don't think he has 1,500 RBIs, but he has like 1,200. But he just had gold gloves at second base, power. He had the runs back, the average. He just had a little bit of everything, and sometimes a lot of everything, especially defense. And then just, I mean, the thing with the drugs and his career kind of ending on a big fart, really, is the fact that, okay, was the good part of his career because of the drugs, or did he try to start taking that later in his career so he wouldn't break down, and then he broke down anyway? And then it's just like, it's blah. Because in my mind, it was always him, Pedroia, Altuve, like who both Pedroia has an MVP, which is fucking bonkers. Altuve's MVP could have went to Judge, but I actually understand it going to Altuve. That was even before all that cheating shit. It's the fact that out of those 3 players, you take like the best. Man, they're so close. But now, because of Cano's career ending the way it did, and he never won an MVP, Altuve is the number 1 out of those 3. I would still say, like, if you take like the drug part out of it, Cano probably would still be above Pedroia, outside of maybe like diehard Red Sox fans thinking otherwise. But now it's like, yeah, Cano's probably number 3. And he ain't getting in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't deserve it. Because he was one of those players that he was going to get into the Hall of Fame, but like into the Hall of Fame. Like he's a Hall of Famer. He was one of the better, if not he was one of the best second basemen in his time. And that's if his career didn't kind of like peter off. He's not getting into the Hall of Fame based off maybe just merit, like his numbers. I mean, you go to, let me look up his WAR, because that's like the be all. It's like, well, so and so's in it with the WAR of this. His WAR is probably. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna close my eyes. I just clicked the Pro Baseball Reference, but my eyes are closed. I'm gonna say Cano. Man, if it's in the 60s, that would be great. But I don't know. He was probably 4.5 a lot of years, and 5.5. Shit, he might. Oh man, I want to say 56, but I'm gonna go a little. Nah, he can't be in the 60s. Shit, this is gonna drive me nuts. Go with your gut. 56.6. 68. Damn. Better than I remember. Better than he ever was. Look at that. See, I was underselling him. Just a lot of 6.5 and 8+ wars over here. Just fucking. Guy was great. You know what? He probably actually, if it wasn't for the PED stuff, he probably would be in the Hall of Fame then. He did hit over 1,300 RBIs. He did finish his career with over 300 average. Good OPS. Great OPS overall. I mean, when you think about it. Yeah. I mean, he was great. He was great. Second baseman that can give you 25 plus home runs on a healthy season. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons with 25 plus home runs. One season with 39. Crazy. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons with over 100 RBIs. 1, 2, 3 more seasons with 90 plus. He's just overall really good, borderline great numbers. And then the fact that he played Gold Glove, second base. Like, it's not, no offense, but it's not like Gold Glove. You know what I mean? Like, it's at second base. That's an insane position. The middle infield is crazy. Gold Glove third base is great. Gold Glove second baseman and then shortstop. Fuck yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, there's 2 Gold Gloves. And I understand a lot of people are like, well, the Gold Glove is actually not a really good. It's like, all right, but if you watch him play, you're like, oh shit, yeah, he actually was really good. he was really good at second base. His defensive WAR. Is that defensive wins above placement for defensive measure of wins above replacement, but given only the defensive stats of the player. He led the league in 07. Crazy. And then had another over 2 in 2010, 1.9 in 2012, 1.6 in 2016. And that's when he was on Seattle. Yeah, I understand. And he, again, was my favorite player when he was playing. And yeah, he would be in the Hall of Fame if it wasn't for the drugs, though. He's not getting in the Hall of Fame, though. He's just not. He was suspended, too. He didn't play in 2021 because of the PED suspension. But he was also caught, I think, twice. I think one was PEDs, and the other one was he was caught with a substance that people usually use to try to block PEDs from test. I'd have to look back on that, but World Series champion, 8-time All-Star. That's right, he was a homer. Dude, also just like, dude, he was beloved. And probably, by the way, he still is, because I hate to break it to a lot of people, a lot of players, especially like coming up, especially from foreign countries, they're doing steroids before like the tests start getting strict. Like they just are. You can go to DR, you can get steroids at like an almost like borderline, if not over the counter, at a drugstore. It's a different world. He is beloved in DR. And that's where he won the MVP for. He won the MVP for the World Baseball Classic, not for USA, for Dominican Republic. 2009 World Series champ, 2-time Gold Glove, again the Home Run Derby champ, 5-time Silver Slugger, and he's an All-Star Game MVP. Like, dude, he just has accolades on accolades. And he started his career, I guess, 05, but like, oh my God, he was in the middle of that 09 season. Oh my God, I'm just looking at his now. I'm like, I miss him. He was my guy, my boy. He didn't do well in that 09 playoff run. I remember that, and now I'm looking at his stats. It's just so crazy because he had over 1,000 OPS the year before, or the series before in 07, or the season that he was in the playoffs before in 07. And then in 2010 and 2011, he hit really well too, but not in 09. Didn't need it though, because you had A-Rod and Matsui and Jeter, and you just had all these other players who were like, yeah, Teixeira, not Swisher, because he was traditionally terrible in the postseason. Yeah. That's Robinson Cano. That's what I talk about when I'm on these shows. Stats. Stats about, you name it. I got it. What else can I talk about before talking about stats? What else? Has anything happened again? I'm trying to think. Nothing's really happening. Nothing really. Meh. Actually, you know what's happened? I remember I was talking to a couple friends, or really ex-coworkers, because I really don't see them a lot. But I was like, another beautiful day not working for, it was an old company that we all used to work for. Bro, there is nothing worse, or I shouldn't say that, but there's not a lot of things worse than working for a company that you just like you hate, like it ruins your life. It's an awful feeling, and you do it to yourself. You have the freedom to leave. It's scary. It's you don't know what's gonna happen, but dude, even the worst case scenario, you'll still feel better not being at that shithole place. The company I used to work for, man, that place was so fucking shit. I also every morning I thought I was gonna get fired. It was such a toxic fucking environment that I thought like every morning, like that's it, I'm done. They're gonna fire me. Like from what? From just nothing that I didn't do, just because I pissed off a customer, but for nothing I did wrong. It was more so that person's a piece of shit, and the company doesn't have my back, which was the saddest, most toxic, fucking just kill me now kind of environment. And some days I'll just like have a moment where I'm like, fuck, I'm not at that shithole anymore. That place. And then I just think about the people who are still there who sucked. And I'm like, that fucker's still good. Good. They deserve to be in that prison. What an asshole. And then I'll hear about someone who died from that job. And I'll go, yeah, I mean, that guy was a piece of shit. I feel bad that that person's dead. But also a piece of shit. Not surprised. So, yeah. By the way, I'm not a good person. But, yeah, dude, I was just talking to them, and they can't agree more. It's like, oh, my God. They never have anything nice to say, because why would you? Why would you? That place, if you knew this place, you'd be like, yeah, that place deserves to burn down. That place was terrible. All right. What do we got? We got numbers. Let's see how. Let's see. Oh yeah, yawning. Yeah, that makes everyone know that I'm really into this episode. Let's see how Monday morning Dullard is doing in the standings, in the stats. Do we do this? God, why do I feel so sluggish right now? Fuck, I did a workout. Oh, you know what? I can talk about that after this. Yeah, talk about the gym session. Let's see. Traffic from. Oh wow, almost 1,000 impressions in a month. I'm sure that's terrible because every stat about this podcast is terrible, but nice. Let's see. Clicks. People who clicked. Oh, wow. I had a 0% conversion rate. Now that's impressive. That is impressive. No data available. Audience. Oh, actually, can I extend this? Learn more about the audience journey? Nah, right. All right, let's see. Last 30 days. We're back to mostly men. Mostly men. 95% men listening to the show. Back to a good 35 to 44 age group range. So I'm doing well in the hey, it's almost time to get that colonoscopy portion of America or the world. This is interesting. So in the last 30 days, this must be VPN. Jem must have put on his fucking VPN because in the last 30 days, roughly 58% of the audience is Canadian. That either Jem put on a VPN or someone did. So yeah, it's either a VPN or like one dude from Canada heard the show and like told like 3 to 6 of his buddies like, hey man, you gotta check this out. And they checked it out once and like, yeah, not for me. But that was enough to really skew the number. And then 26% USA. I wonder if, I don't know, did I talk about the fucking Olympics? I forget. Maybe that's why. And then the platforms, wow. 87% web browser. Devices, 42% Windows. Apple Podcasts is only at 2%. That's crazy to me because I only listen to it on Apple Podcasts. It's interesting. Huh. All right. So there your episode rankings. It's the same. It's going to be the same episodes forever. I really want to get fucking Flat Earth Dave back on. I just want to like hear him be like, yo, what's the, like, this is kind of, because that's kind of like his like career, you know how like you have a doctor on, you like, if you ever listen to other shows, you have an ex-baseball player on every now and then, like, what do you think about this signing? A doctor coming on, like, hey, how do you think what the CDC is doing? I kind of want to talk to him and be like, yo, man, what's going on else in this fucking, what else did you guys find out? Did you find a fossilized giant's dick? Like, I need to know. Yeah, it's the same episodes. It really is. Oh wow, AI videos, which isn't that old. That one. Well, AI videos. That makes sense. That probably that AI videos. Oh, I'll click that. That makes sense. All right, so let's go to arguable. What are we doing here? Analytics, and we're gonna go to 18 plays on one day. Why does that happen? Why? Wait, what was that day? Was that the day the episode came out? No. Why? Why eat? Like why? It's fucking weird. Uh, per episode, 11. Oh, for the past 30 days. Well, that's really cool. Oh, you can do. Let me do last 90 days, and let me do a weekly. Oh, 43 in 1 week. 43 streams and downloads. Published episodes. Do you use the P hole? That'd be amazing if that's one. Oh, Sinners versus the Oscars was the week before. I can check if that got any traction. That's probably the same as the AI videos from the Dullard one. Holy shit, 93% males on Arguable. 5% females, and then a couple percent not specified. Younger demographic. So this is more of the 28 to 34 age range. Huh. All right. Yeah. Again, it really only takes like 2 or 3 people to skew the numbers on this. Way more United States. So now I'm thinking maybe there was just a fucking Canada influx. I don't fucking know. Maybe some dude did something on Monday in Canada. Who knows? More so web browser. Devices is more Androids. Huh. I don't have an Android. I know Jem doesn't either. So to the US fans out there, thank you. Oh, okay. Let's see recent episodes. Bedbugs versus fleas did all right. Homeless versus houseless, all right. Do you use the P hole? Not a big deal. No, Sinners versus Oscars, not a big deal. I don't know. I have no idea why anyone listen to this show to a larger rate than already is being listened. That makes no sense to me. I will say I've been listening to more podcasts lately because it only took really me listening to 1 or 2 to listen to more. So let's see. I listened to both shows that Jem and I do. My Dullard show and our Arguable show. Which, by the way, Arguable, 7 Spotify followers. Dullard, 26. I think it's been that number for like a year. But also, I've been listening to the Mike Francesa show on Apple Podcasts. And that's because I used to listen to his radio show. And it's just the same dude. He actually seems like he's more spry now. God damn it. It's probably going to go up one more time before I'm done. But he actually seems like he's more spry now. I don't know why, maybe because he doesn't have to come in to the studio Monday through Friday that he used to do. Oh, wow, the Lenny Bruce episode did pretty well. Huh. Dude, the Lenny Bruce episode. Jeez, the AI video and the Lenny Bruce episode are not new episodes. Here's the Thing did okay, too. That's interesting that did well. It's funny. But those aren't new episodes. Wait, hold on. Oh, fuck, oh my God, hold on. Let me find this Lenny Bruce episode. God, someone fucking kill me. Oh my God. Lenny Bruce, April 14th, 2025. That is almost a year ago. That's almost a year ago? That's crazy. Oh my God, the ultimate stand-up comedian tier list, April 28th. That is almost a year ago we did that. Oh, this is getting crazy, dude. Time flies, man. Time flies. But like seriously, that's wild. The AI videos one is over a year ago. Is that true? Wait, that doesn't seem true. I feel like we just did that episode yesterday. Like, it feels like just yesterday, man. No, it really does, though. Holy fuck. This is... Hold on. What episode is which episode just happened? My channel. Oh no, I'm going to the actual channel. Oh, I still have the thing where the videos auto like play. Oh, it's terrible. 12,000 views. Crazy. Okay, well I guess I can see the National Treasure. Yeah, pounding so much. Fart. That was funny. May. This is crazy that these are this dude. The Beaver episode is 6 months old. You Do This is 4 months old. This doesn't seem real. I feel like I'm in the future. This is fucking weird, man. It doesn't seem that long ago. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. That is a long, long time. I got nothing else to say. I have not, yes. It's just a really long time. It's almost like I don't know. I feel like I kind of feel I weirdly feel sad. I don't. It's just that's so weird. I didn't. We did that fucking stand up comedian tier list. We've been wanting to do that for like half a decade plus. We finally did it, and it's now been over a year, or I'm sorry, almost a year since we've done it. That is so freaking weird. It's wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Well, all right. So there's that. That's that. Those are the numbers. Those are the numbers of both shows. Oh, the other thing. I've been working out again lately, and I gotta admit though, I haven't felt this good in a while. And I'm not 100% in terms of like my spinal and chronic pain shit and all that like area, but I feel 5% better. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but when I've been going through this for roughly 10 years, 5% you kind of feel the difference. You're like, "Oh shit." Kind of gives you that hope again. And I don't know. I feel like what's really been helping is really trying to restructure my like pelvis area, rebalance myself, and kind of trying to help those spinal muscles that wrap around the spine. Give them hope of saying like my body basically saying to them like, hey, don't worry, you don't always have to tense up, like relax, and we'll get through this. So it's been good. It's only been a few months, so I mean 5% in 2 months, I'll fucking take that. I'm at 10% 4 months from now. I just keep going, but I feel really good. I'm almost as strong as I was in my like early 20s, which is like the gayest thing to say ever. But I get it. I'm getting now that I'm older. I kind of get it now. It's like, I remember when I threw that touchdown pass, but I'm benching close to, let's see, I was 40 pounds off from my personal best, or your PR, was it one max or whatever it's called? Personal record. I think that's PR. Yeah, I think that's what the gym guys call it or used to call it. So so for bench press, I'm 40 pounds off. But I think I can do it. I think by the end of this, trying to put on some muscle right now, I think I can. I think I have a chance. I definitely want a spotter though. Last time I didn't have a spotter, and I did it, and in my mind I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? I could have died. I was at a regular gym though. Someone would have like helped me, but this time I'd be like, yo, babe, spot me. And then she's over here like fucking falling over because she can't pick it up. I'm like, someone help me. Why is the gym empty? But also what helps, and there's a lot of stuff that like I wish I knew this when I was young, bro. Squatting with the hex bar, or the trap bar, and anyone not familiar with that, that's the fucking bar that like wraps around you. It's like a hollow, not trapezoid. Is it pentagon? No, not pentagon. Hexagon. Yeah, it has to be hexagon. Yeah, it's a hollow hexagon. Oh, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6. Yeah, it's a hexagon. It's a hollow hexagon, and you use it. normally for deadlifts, but you can use it for squatting too. There's people that will flip the bar over to do like a deeper squat based on where the other handle is. But either or, I use it to squat, and like doing that compared to putting a barbell on my neck, which would just make my body go cling. Night and day, night and day, night and day, night and day. Yeah. I wish I did that. Yeah, when I was younger, yeah, but I don't regret it too. Like if you're gonna regret your past, then I don't know. I don't think you're gonna like your future. So it is what it is. But dude, using that bar now, oh, it's awesome. But then also trying to activate my right glute beforehand, so I'm not all I shouldn't say not all, but so I'm not as herky jerky and possibly screwing up my spine. Because that's the thing. My left side's been so tense that my right side kind of doesn't activate. I kind of have to tell my body, like, no, you can use your right side to like put pressure into the floor and lift with this. But yeah, I guess that's really all that's been going on with me is watching World Baseball Classic. I'm working out, and and the Knicks, the same team as last time I talked about them, the same exact team. I would say one thing that's just annoying is how bad Mikal Bridges can be some games. He can just disappear. It's so he's not a head scratching player. He's just the fact that you're not surprised when he has a game between 0 and 9 points is like, that's not good. That's not good. And him and Towns will always be known because of the trade. Like, for them, like Bridges, 5 first-round picks. I know it's not football, but still 5 first-round picks. And then Towns, Randall, and DiVincenzo for Towns, and not as much that, more so just he was supposed to be this the last piece to make this a championship team, and they just seem like they're the 4th best team in the Eastern Conference. Pistons are number 1. The Celtics have Tatum back; they're number 2, and I really do think the Cavaliers in a 7-game series with Harden, they're better than the Knicks. They're just, I would say like a 1A, 1B thing. I think the Knicks are the 4th best team in the East. I really do. But I do think all 4 teams have a legitimate chance of getting to the NBA Finals. I really only give the Celtics a chance to win the finals. I just don't think the Pistons, I don't think they'd be able to score enough if they played a team like OKC. But I think the Celtics would be able to shut them down enough and then score enough to win a championship. I just don't think the Cavs can beat a few teams in the West. And I don't think the Knicks can beat outside of the Nuggets because they just match up well against them. They match up the Knicks match up so well against the Nuggets. I don't know why. Like anytime the Knicks win against the Nuggets, it's the weirdest thing. People always just go, "Oh man, people talk about how they're not good against some of the best teams in the league. Look what they did to the Nuggets." It's like, yeah, they beat the Nuggets. They match up well with them. They keep beating the Nuggets. They keep beating this team that, by the way, won a championship a few years ago. It's not like it was they're not the last year's champions. People talk about them as if they're last year's champions. I mean, the Bucks also won a championship with Giannis, but look how they're doing. So relax on the Nuggets. They're not a few years ago Nuggets. They just match up well because Joker, you have Towns who on his best game can go back and forth offensively with Jokic, and then you have Mitchell Robinson, which you're never gonna like fully. I shouldn't say never, but it is almost impossible to fully shut down Joker offensively. But if there's some players that can stop him down at like the max level, Robinson's one of them. So you have these 2 guys that can hold him down. You have little guys like Brunson and even Clarkson when he's out there. Deuce McBride when he's healthy, but he's not now. But now you have Jose. And when you have these guys like running around, they can run around some of the bigger guards that the Nuggets have. It's a match. It's not a good matchup for Denver. So that's one of the teams the Knicks can. But the Knicks can't beat OKC. I should say can't, but. Never say can't. They wouldn't be favorites, and they shouldn't be favorites. The Knicks are in my mind, the 4th best team in the East. They still have a legitimate shot of making it to the finals, but unless they play the Nuggets, I don't have the biggest hopes for them. But I'm saying that now. If this team beats wins the first round, beats let's just say the Celtics, and then beats the Pistons to get to the finals, oh, well, I'm going to probably be all high. I'm going to be like, holy fuck, they beat they could beat anyone. So who knows? Who knows how I'll feel when that, but right now when I look at them, they're the worst of the first tier teams or the best of the second tier teams. And either one of those things could get you. Usually best of the second tier teams gets you to like a conference finals. Worst of the first tier teams could get you to the NBA finals. Winning one, it's just hard. Oh, I'm sorry. They match up well against the Spurs too. I'm so stupid. They do match up against the Spurs. But if they play OKC, they have to be favorites. They deserve to be. And if they play the Rockets, that'd be scary too. I'm afraid against the Lakers too. I don't think the Lakers are making the finals, but I'd be afraid of them too. I really would. Because their best offensive player is better than the Knicks' best offensive player. So I'm looking at the standings now. Here are the teams that I think are better than the Knicks. And there are actually more of them in the Eastern Conference. I think the Pistons are better, the Celtics are better, the Cavs are better. The Thunder are better. Bar for bar, team for team, those are the four teams are better. In a series that I think the Knicks should not... The Knicks should be favored against the Cavs, but I would pick the Cavs. I really would. I understand some people don't think some of the players like Harden's going to show up in the he might against the Knicks. Don't wish, but also they probably won't have to play the Cavs in the playoffs based off how the seeding will work. Because most likely the Knicks are going to get a pretty easy team to play. And then if the Cavs advance, they're probably going to have to play the Pistons. Because, I mean, if it goes chalk, Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, and Cavs will go to the next round. So then the Celtics play the Knicks and the Cavs play the Pistons. The Knicks would only have to play the Cavs if they knock off the Pistons, who have been the best team in the Eastern Conference for the vast majority of the season. If not, I don't think the whole season, but definitely a huge chunk of it. Yeah, the Knicks are probably, I should be a little bit more credit than the Rockets. You know what? They're probably, I'd say fifth. They're fifth in my mind. And the main thing with them is the fact that they've been this team for the whole year. They need, because, they got Jose Alvarado. They got the Spurs first round pick from 5 years ago. Give the Spurs first round pick from 5 years ago. They saw something in him. Yeah, and then they didn't. They cut his minutes in half his last year with the Spurs. That's why he's on the Knicks. They gave up on it. This isn't a fucking first round quarterback in the NFL. The Spurs picked the guy. He had some hope for the Spurs. It didn't work out. He's now no longer on the team. He's on the Knicks. He's barely getting any minutes. And no, just because he has the hair he has, he's not Dennis Rodman. So stop thinking he's going to be this insane player. It'd be great if he has some games, but he hasn't really done anything for the Knicks. And then they get Jose in the trade, who has had blips, which is great. But the Knicks have not gotten better. They've gotten a little worse because they lost Deuce McBride. He was having a career year from the three-point line. The NBA has been a three-point game for a while now. He is also a really good to great defensive guard. They lost a key player who's been building his career on this team year in and year out. So they've gotten a little bit worse overall. Not good. Now, what's happening with the teams around them? Pistons, still number one in the conference. Celtics, they're second in the conference, and they just got this guy named Jason Tatum. No big deal. They just got their best player back. They're better now. They're fucking better than they have been all year. And all year they've been the second or third best team in the East. It's fucking crazy. And then the Cavs, who are right behind the Knicks, who could already go bar for bar in a 7-game series against the Knicks, just got James Harden. And the first several games with him, they were great. Now they're kind of like plateauing at 500 right now. But dude, come on, man. They got better with it. If you think they didn't, I don't know what game you're watching. They got better with James Harden. Now this is kind of like a hey, they got better, win now kind of thing. But that's what they're going to try to fucking win now. They're going to try to win the first round and then knock off Detroit in the second round. That's what they're going to try to do. Unless the Knicks fall to the four, but because there's still time for that. But I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be just more pissed if that happens. And then the Western Conference. I think the Knicks luckily match up well against the Nuggets and the Spurs. They don't match up badly against the Lakers. There's just, in a 7-game series, if the Lakers are in the finals, what's his name? He's already played in the finals. He might have like this career, like this 35 to 40 point a night kind of thing in Luka. Kind of what Giannis did with Milwaukee. He fucking turned into Wilt Chamberlain. He already is a great player. I think he had 50 points one night. I mean, he literally turned into Wilt Chamberlain, and that's how Milwaukee was able to come back from an 0-2 deficit to win the finals. Houston, if they make the finals, most likely Durant's going off. It's just, I would say this. Looking back at what I just said like 5-10 minutes ago, the teams that I really do think are currently better than the Knicks are Thunder, Pistons, Celtics, Cavs. So 4 teams. But 3 of those teams are in the East. If the Knicks can get through that, then you know what? If it's against OKC, you ain't favorites. If it's against someone else, maybe Vegas still doesn't have yet favorites, but fuck it, man. Legitimate shot no matter what. You go to the finals, you go to the finals. Thunder, who were by far the best team last year, went to the finals, had to go to a Game 7 to win against the Pacers, and I mean, not for nothing, Halliburton went down. The series could have went a different way. So, all right, that's that. Let's go Knicks. And, I got nothing else. All right, later, guys. Bye.